Wow, you can get a feeling for this. King Richard III stayed here in 1483 as a guest of Francis Lovell. Throwing the names out now, aren't they? Be careful, you start losing control. Shit. Like that. What? Did you see that? Finally, we're nearly here. I can see my primary target just over there. Some kind of old ancient ruins. Thought I'd come and have a look. Apparently this place is the most haunted village or town, whatever it is, along the River Windrush. Not sure how true that is. I'm not a believer, but I'm certainly not a disbeliever. Till I've sort of seen it myself and, you know, got some hard proof, I just can't believe. This is the place, Minster Lovell. I'll tell you a little bit of history, give you a bit of a brief. This place, yeah, like I said, is haunted, but the story goes, the guy, Mr. Lovell, who built this, there was a civil war with the King George III, where he was killed. The king was killed, and this guy had to retreat. He wasn't killed at the scene, but he retreated, never to be seen again. Then, when they excavated this site in 1800s, they found a chamber somewhere. It's not, there's no one's proved where the chamber is yet, but apparently a chamber was found. He was there, sat upright in a chair with a dog, and so the story says is he paid the maid or the servant quite well, so that they would not tell anyone, and they probably boarded the door in. I don't know if that's the ghost or what, but that's the way it goes. It would be interesting if we saw something like that. Got some hard evidence on camera, but you know. So like I said, we're nearly there. It's been a bit of a mission to get here. Also, this is quite a pretty little place. Thought we'd make the most of it. Oh, how do we get there then? Gotta go through the churchyard, have I? Really? It's becoming a bit of a bad habit going through all these churchyards. I assume we'll go this way. You look too impressed? Oh yes, this is the way then. Look at that. Oh, Minster Lovell Hall. Ah.
You look nice and clean for now.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I just dare not leave my bike anywhere.
Oh no.
Everything gets pinched, doesn't it?
Yes. You're not getting locked for it.
Yeah, but they just carry it away, don't they? Yeah. But I'm just going to push round. I've just come to have a look at this place, really.
It's lovely here. Really, really nice.
It looks it.
Busy in the summer.
I can imagine.
Yeah, loads of people down here, and the kids all swim in that little bit down there, and yeah, it gets absolutely probably 100 to 200 people, I should imagine.
It's apparently the most haunted village along the River Windrush.
Yes, yeah.
I
love that stuff.
Yeah, so do I. I'm just exploring. I got a bit of an exploring channel, so.
They say you should come down here at night time then.
Yeah, well, I don't think I would do that, but I should do.
Yeah,
but
it'd be fun, you know. I suppose as long as you're with somebody else, you know, so you can have a bit of moral support.
Are you a local then? Have you experienced anything?
No, just from what I've heard, really. You know, that there is a lot that goes on around here, and the guy that does the grasskeeper limits pieces, he said things happen at night time. You know, so it'll be interesting to see what actually happens.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm not a believer and I'm not a disbeliever until I've got hard evidence.
Yes.
You know, or I see it. You know.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if there's something on YouTube whether anybody's actually came down here to do anything you know, like that. I've not actually had a look at that yet.
No, nor have I. But I thought I'd have a quick look. Why, it's quiet time of year, you know, and it's dry, so I thought I won't get too muddy, hopefully. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. The stylish manor. Ooh. He looks like some freaky dude, doesn't he? Look at his hair. Or toupee, should I say. I wonder if that was Calvin Klein. Well, you heard it from the horse's mouth. Things happen at night. Nice little chat. Let's have a good look at this place then. Crikey, are we allowed in there? It's massive. Look at it. He was some Lord Lovell. So it gets busy here in the summer then, and the kids swim in the river. Wow, look at this place. And something like this became, well, derelict, you could say. A little bit of an old well there. That was massive. Where the banquets they must have had in there. You can see white pigeons. Oh yeah, look at that. A few footpaths up there. Might go and have a look at that. Look like a jetty then. Not a yeti, a jetty. We're going to get in that building in a minute. Look at that, it's like somewhere that Maid Marian was trapped in the top of there, and she had to grow her hair long enough to touch the floor so that someone could rescue her. What have we got? Sophisticated living. The layout of Minster Lovell Hall reflects a shift towards greater privacy and comfort in the 15th century household. King Richard III stayed here in 1483 as a guest of Francis Lovell. Very posh. Throwing the names out now, aren't they? Any obstacles for the Ron? Possibly. Could be some nice splatters, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and then that whole thing comes tumbling down on you. Any sign of any spookiness? Oh no, look, I think that crisp packet's moved. Oh, panic. Let's get in here then. Wow. The stonemasonry was amazing back then. Ooh. Wow. You can get a feeling for this now, can't you? How grand it would have been. Where do you reckon all these ghosts and ghouls hang out then? Everywhere. Here we are, back out in here now. Let's do this in a bit of style then on the e-bike. Hopefully no one should moan. I can't imagine anyone's done this on the e-bike yet. Oh, look at that. And you got that view of the lovely river. That would have been the courtyard kind of area, wouldn't it? There's another one of those. I'd love to go up there. No way to get on that one. We're not going anywhere that way. Bit of a old pathway. 200 years later, 500 years old later, and it's still here. It lasts 5 minutes. We've had a pass today. Some donkeys. Right, donkeys. Yeah. There's the Dovery, I think it's called. Can't get over there. Let's have a look around then. Let's just check the premises out. It's interesting. These old roots. I'm trying to keep my wheels as clean as possible. We've got some more hens there. Morons or whatever they're called. Are you a bit worried about me? That's a lovely setting there, isn't it? Just looking down that river, it looks pretty tidy. And you come to this place and it's like how they must have lived back then. Amazing. Right then, I think that's all around here. I'm going to start heading out of here, and at least, and on to the next area I've identified on Google Maps. Not the nicest of places, is it? Enticing me down here. Probably going to regret it. Hopefully I'm not going to get puncture. We're going for it though. Please don't box me off. Oh, this is different. Don't fall down there, Johnny. This is actually quite steep. Got to be careful, you start losing control. Shit. Like that. Bloody hell. That's too steep. I nearly built up speed then. Whew. That was lucky. Let's push. I don't even really think I'd do that on the Saron. Pretty steep. I'll have to get Bullhead to come this way. Let him go first. That could have been trouble if I'd have tried that on, hadn't you? Stags on your drive entrance. That dredge in the river. Somebody threw something over there. Lovely little place. Shall we have a quick cruise up there, see what's going on? Minster Lovell Mill. speed humps ahead. Shall we? Let's go for it. Oh yeah, it's a lovely place to have a drink. Have a bit of Wi-Fi, isn't it? Huh. Nice. Nice place to come and stay. Oh wow, look at those pathways. Can't really go up there, can I? That would be a bit cheeky, I reckon. Those look pretty nice. Let's have a quick look. And just don't even look at the buildings, it should be alright. It's an old mill, it's actually working properly. It's got like one of those coiled up, what they called it, Arga? Huh. All legit, and that bridge over there. Wow, they got some places to explore out here. This is lovely. Can't go any further. Oops, I just want to get out of here now before someone comes over. Excuse me sir, what are you doing? Wow. What do you think I'm doing? I'm an e-bike explorer adventurer. And that's exactly what I'm doing. There's no gates up, then it's sort of encouraging to come in and have a look. And now we're off. No trouble. Cool. Salvage hunters again. T-junction. Usually when something says no access, that means there is access. We're just trying to mislead you. Ooh. So we're going to verify that ourselves. It's all saying private, 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 private. I nearly missed this. Where does it go? Nobody knows. Oh, hopefully. Oh no, it's getting a bit swampy there. That's the access they told you is not available. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Can I get across here without getting my bike filthy and my feet filthy? We're going to give it a go. Oh, boggy ground, isn't it? And would you believe it? Does as well, look. It's coming out at that other place I went up. There's the little kind of old mill. Ah, that's a handy little shortcut, isn't it? Crikey, that means I'm going to be spotted twice here now. This doesn't look very safe, this bridge, does it? Ah. Please do not lean on the fence. Don't worry, I'm not going to look at the state of it. It's just like swamp marshland. Hopefully I'm not going to end up finding the swamp. I knew it. Yeah, there's no access for vehicles, that is correct, but there is for cyclists and walkers. And we covered in all that stuff now. This would be really nice in the summer, wouldn't it? Nice little, very well looked after grass area. What? Did you see that? Hopefully my camera's on. Yeah. Did you see it? What do you think you just seen? Oh my. It's a dinosaur. It's funny what you find, isn't it? Some sort of wagon. Oh, that is a wagon. The White Hart. It's a bit of downhill and then definitely a bit of something, isn't it? Whoa. Careful, Johnny, you don't have a clue what's ahead of you. That's it then. Bit of a tingle for a second, split second. Look at this lovely place then. Proper postcard material, picturesque kind of scenery. The old thatched roofs, sort of slight golden Cotswold stone, and you got the Cotswold stone roofs, which are about 20 times the price of a blue slate roof, Welsh blue slate. So as you can imagine, the value difference between one with the blue slate and one with the Cotswold stone. It's the sort of place you write home to grandma about, if you know what I mean. I've got a path there, just goes to 2 cottages. That is where we started off, and this is the way I'm going to head back. Right, unless something interesting happens on my way back, like that arsehole wasn't going to give me any space, was he? The foo chopped him. Right, and unless anything interesting happens on my way back, I'm going to end this video now. I've got to start making tracks because, well, I just don't want to run out of battery, and this was quite far away. Don't fancy pedalling? All that's left for me to do now is thank you, especially if you got this far. Really appreciate it. Moto Machines out.